Welcome back to the channel. Welcome, guys. It's Mike here, and today, as you can see, I have a bit of a host of a treat for you. Today, I have a special guest, my daughter, Lashaan-Rene.
Hello.
And as you can see, she also has been bitten by the bug and has a tremendous collection. And this isn't it. But before we get there, let's do a wrist check. This is the ProTrek PRW 7000 FC. Men in Black. Anyway, enough of that. Onwards. So, before I go down into the stats and the specifications of these lovely pieces, I just wanted to speak to Lashaan-Rene and let Lashaan-Rene share a bit of her passion as well. So, Lashaan-Rene, what kind of started you off on the G-Shock run kind of thing?
You, to be honest. No, I think maybe it was like my 12th Christmas. I was 12 when I got my first watch.
Yeah.
Or, no, 11, because 12 was, can I point it at this one?
And that would have been, right,
Yeah.
so, and that one is the BG 1006. So that's, yeah, that would have been your first one. That's from about good 7 years ago.
Yeah, because it was, they were kind of coming partners when I got them, so it'd be Christmas and then birthday and then Christmas and birthday.
Right.
Because my birthday's in January, so it was always kind of like a 2-for-1 special for me.
Right. So Christmas, birthday, Christmas, birthday, Christmas, birthday kind of thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you obviously like G's, and the thing I like about you is you're nothing like me in terms of how you treat your G-Shock.
I use them.
You do use your G-Shocks.
To say the least.
These are, well, this one, the battery has gone now, and I'm going to have to replace that in a bit, but you can see it.
She's worn. She was used. To be fair, let's put this in perspective. So I got the grey and purple one first, and that was my first ever watch, first ever G-Shock, and of course, my dad being the man he is, I was like, I've got to make sure that this doesn't touch dirt ever. But also, I think the grey of it, or the silver, is different to what the white is.
Yes.
So like that didn't peel, that just rubbed, as you can see, like on the top there.
Oh yes.
By the button.
It's worn.
I did wear them. I was 11 years old. I was rough and tumble back in the day.
Right.
But the white one, absolutely knackered, and it was my first white watch to be my second watch. So as you can imagine, it saw the light, you know.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they're meant to do. I mean, if you just give us a quick wrist shot of that, Lashaan-Rene, and what I'll do is, while you put that on, I'll give some stats out about the same model in a different color. So this G-Shock here is the BG-1006 SA. Lashaan-Rene, put your one in the shot there. She's wearing the BG-1006 SA-8ER. Now, the thing about these, give it a little bit of a twirl so the viewers can see. There you go.
Absolute beauty. She's so pretty.
The thing, that's awesome that you love them like that.
I do.
Okay, well, let's have a look at the pink one as well then.
Do you want me to put that one as well?
Gorgeous as well.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about these guys is that they have a theme. So the theme for these was like a metallic theme slash the negative display theme. Sorry, I almost lost my thought there. Metallic slash negative display. So as you can see, with this has its battery in it. Its display is of a negative nature, even though it isn't black. But that is a beautiful negative display. Let's see the purple one. As you can see, it looks just like that. And there is in fact, we'll do light shots at the end. Yeah, we'll do light shots at the end with the lights out. But you can see the negative theme there, negative display theme there. So, okay, thanks, Lashaan-Rene. I'll just give the viewers some stats here. So, with this one, the weight, 42 grams. So this is the lightest out of the 3 sets. 42 grams. The case size is a 39.8 millimeters. The height is a 14.6 mil. So 14.6 mil height there. It is, and it is chunky for how big is your wrist?
I'm a 6.5.
6.5 inch wrist, and
Massive hands.
sorry,
Also from my dad.
sorry, not sorry. So yeah, the height is 14.6. The lug to lug, which us watch collectors really need to know, is 36 mil. So not my usual numbers. And the lug width is a 23 mil, tapering down nicely to an 18.5 mil. So these are super comfortable, and I'm gonna say Lashaan-Rene wears them, and she wears them really well. I think if your daughter is looking for a nice rugged watch, they're really good birthday presents and Christmas presents. They're really good gifts. And also, guys, if you're struggling to get a present for your wife, maybe take a look. I mean, there are so many of these G-Shocks out there. There are just too many to even choose. So we don't, do we?
We don't. You can't choose when there's choice.
We don't.
Just gotta have them all.
You just got to have them all. That one is not going back. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to not put them back on these stands, because I'm going to fight with them, and I'm going to put them on there like that for now.
Don't fight with my watches.
So let's get this guy over here, and what we will do is put it that way. We'll move on to the next ones. Now, these guys are the BG series. This is the BG 1006 series. The pink is the BG 1006 SA, and the green, or the mint green dial and metallic green dial and white, is the 1006 SA-8 AER. Sorry, 8ER. 8ER. I added an A there. That's an A for you, because you're excellent.
Could always do with another one.
Excellent. Okay, so let's have a look at these, because both of these are fantastic pieces.
Can I just say, look at the difference of the white of this one to the white of that one.
Right, now.
That one I got much later.
Explain that real quick. While we do a quick comparison here.
To explain it, I was a different person, This is the pink one here is rough and tumble 12-year-old Lashaan-Rene, just absolutely always a mess. And then this is, I think, maybe 15-year-old Lashaan-Rene, the green here, where she's more put together. She knew what she was doing. She brushed her teeth morning and night every day, and she knew how to put on her socks and keep them up all day.
Just a disclosure, guys, we tell our kids to brush their teeth every day.
That's true. This watch doesn't reflect that necessarily, but the green one does.
Awesome, you're making me laugh. That's awesome. Okay, so we'll put her there. Right. I'll tell you what, Lashaan-Rene, if you grab the pink one, and we'll get a wrist shot of you while you're doing that, and I will go through the details of this guy. Now,
these ones are fun.
They are, and theme-wise, guys, the theme here with this one is 90s culture, which Lashaan-Rene, there you go. You are not born in the 90s at all, but you are a 90s child.
Now, what am I wearing right now for the viewers? Your 90s baseball tee by Sean John,
There you go. She just loves it.
I do.
I guess they took the 90s theme from the music, cassette tape era kind of thing, just retro. And look at that dial, guys. That is awesome. Let's get a wrist shot in there, Lashaan-Rene, before I give the stats out. So this is the pink.
Really pretty.
So this one would be the BG 1006 SA. And a little comparison. You're going out of focus there a little bit, but I'll get them both in there. But as you can see, the jelly. Now, you may or may not know, guys, if you're new to collecting, that if you get a jelly, they usually start off like this, and they look so vibrant and lovely, and over time they go like this. But that's cool, right, Lashaan-Rene?
Yeah, and I will say with this one, I haven't worn it in so long, but the face definitely was a different color than the actual band. I do remember, because at first it was a love-hate relationship with them being two different shades of pink, but now I appreciate it so much more.
Excellent.
I think it has faded over the years,
but it's faded in a good way, right?
The band is still very vibrant.
Yeah.
Kudos to me. frankly.
You can still put that together with an outfit and rock it, right?
Did you see that? The cat every time the hour chimes. It makes a different animal every time. I love it.
It makes a different animal every time.
Yeah, there's a
it
cat,
chimes.
a dog, a dolphin. I think a pufferfish.
Oh my gosh.
I think every time you hit the light, we'll do a light display at the end, but these ones show a different animal where it says the day.
So guys, just imagine giving that to your, pre-teen or even teenage daughter as a present. I mean,
I was talk of the playground.
There you go. There 100%. You go.
100%.
So let's get the green back in the shot then. And we'll give you some stats while Lashaan-Rene takes that one off and prepares for the next one. So this one, guys, slightly heavier at 43 grams. The case size is slightly bigger at 42.6. The height is slightly bigger at 15.4 mil. And the lug to lug, the lug to lug is the same, 36 mil. And the lug width is the same as well at 23 mil, tapering down to 18.5 for a lovely, comfortable fit. And that's very important for, you get either your wife or your daughter a G-Shock. The last thing you want is to see that on the cupboard or, in the cupboard or on the shelf top, because they loved it the first day but really didn't love it enough to wear it. And as you can see,
I still love them.
You do, don't you?
I don't wear them as religiously as I used to, because now apparently all I wear are black clothes. But I went through a phase when my wardrobe was 99% pink and 50% of my watch collection is pink. So it was great.
Okay.
And I still wear them every time. It's so good to have a watch to call on. I have 7. But every time I did anything like summer camp counseling or had to go on a trip with school, I could always pick and choose from a watch. And then every time somebody would see all the time, Lashaan-Rene was ready.
Right. Good.
It was my brand.
You had a timepiece that you could count on. Mm-hmm. All right. So, let's move on to the last guys. And these are, I have to admit, when I first saw these, I was taken by them. The colors, just the combination, I mean, they've worn over time, but they're so bright. They're bright now, but they were much brighter when we first got them. And they've still kept that punch. So these ones are called the BA 111 series. So the green is the BA 111-3A. We'll take that one down, and Lashaan-Rene, you can put the peach one on, because we're calling this salmon or peach? Salmon. So the salmon one is the BA 111-42, and these are aptly named the Neon Collection.
For good reason. You know what? Comment down below what you call these colors, because I would say salmon and seafoam.
There you go.
But I don't know, maybe a turquoise. I'm not sure.
I like seafoam. You put that one on. I think that's a good question for the channel viewers. Seafoam. I love that.
Dispute in the color world.
Look at that, guys. I mean, and obviously you've seen that the trend is we've gone from the smallest to the biggest, and even though it's a baby G, you'll see. Lashaan-Rene, give us a wrist shot and let the viewers see. And on your 6.5 inch wrist, that looks gorgeous. I mean, It works, right?
It kind of dwarfs my massive hands.
Because now, do you wear them loose or do you wear them tight?
I wear them relatively tight, I would say.
You do?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I like to keep them secure.
Okay. So do you find that the band sweats a lot in the summer when you wear them tight?
They don't sweat a lot, I will say. They're all very comfortable watches. I think if anything, these ones sweat the most. But at that point, I was wearing them tighter because they were bigger.
Right.
So.
Right.
That could be partly my fault,
but comfortable nonetheless.
Oh, 100%. Like, you wouldn't sweat unless you tried to, really. Like, if you wore them too tight.
Right.
So don't do that.
Excellent.
As I say from experience.
All right, let's give the channel viewers some stats on this guy then. So, being the biggest, the figures will show you exactly what you would be expecting. The weight is 44.9, so the heaviest yet. The case size is a 43.4, so the biggest case size yet.
Girthy.
The height is a 15.8 mil, so yes, she's taller than all the rest. And the lug to lug is a 38 mil, so it's a bigger watch. You know, it's a bigger watch. But I think even if you had a 6-inch wrist, you could still pull this off. It's one of those things. It's like a big bracelet, right?
Yeah.
You could accessorize with it, pull it off. It's a G-Shock. It's not supposed to be, you know, suited and booted and that's got to look correct. You can wear it if you have a big wrist or if you have a small wrist. It doesn't matter. It's up to you, right? The the lug width is a 25 mil, tapering down nicely to 18.5. So that 18.5 seems to be the common theme between the three. But obviously it had to be a bit bigger across the width of the lug there because it's a bigger watch. But I'm going to go back to the BG, this guy, and I want to try and do some go through the modes and show the viewers exactly what they can expect, because even though they look beautiful, these G-Shocks do have very good modules, and you know, they're very functional. So I'm hoping that the light still works on this. We'll try that later. But you know, it's standard Casio G-Shock mode button here, adjust up here. You can see that. Right, you've got your reverse here and your forward there. So in it, and you can see why people do not go for or do not tend to prefer the negative display. But it's a great piece. If you can live with it, it's a great piece, right? So, world time first, and look at that. Lashaan-Rene, what's your world time?
London.
For obvious reasons,
that
right?
was my favourite part of the watches, I would say.
Absolutely,
London.
Setting it to London time.
On the playground. What time is it in Germany? Oh, Lashaan can tell you that.
Okay, stopwatch. So we're just going to quickly flick through the modes here, guys. I'm not going to go exactly into all of them. Timer, signal, that's the hourly chime. This one's off. Probably why the battery's still good. And that's all there is on this mode. Now, these have an amazing amount of features added to them, added to specific models. Lashaan-Rene, have you used any of the other features of these watches, or do you just use, them as a timepiece and a fashion accessory?
Oh, other than using them for more than just a fashion accessory, which I think I use them the most for, I lived by the alarm system for so long because it can set alarms on that one.
Right.
And I would have all 5 of them set between the hour of 6 and 7, so I'd get up for school. And I also used the stopwatch anytime I had to do anything at school that needed a stopwatch.
Right.
And the world time for me was always just fun. Like, I don't think I ever needed it, but I think that was my favorite feature to use all the time.
Right. Fantastic piece. And, you can dress it up or dress it down, I think. If you were that way inclined,
Yes.
I'm sure you could dress that up or down.
Oh, I did. I'm sure 100% it was no coincidence. Every time I got a watch, it was matching most of what I had in my wardrobe at the time. So you can tell I wore a lot of pink in my day.
Talking of pink, let's move to the BG 1006 SA. And as you can see, this is the positive display, and what a contrast. Look at the metallic on that dial. Looks really cool. But let's go through the mode real quick. So, normal time mode. Now, this one has, this is a different one, and it has some log data info, which I will get back to in a moment. So, you've got your world time.
London again,
for obvious reasons, right? That looks like, I'm not too sure what that one is. I'm not too sure what that was. Alarm. That's the alarm. Let's go back. Stopwatch. Timer. home mode. See, this one does some different things, Lashaan-Rene.
Yeah.
DC. I'm not too sure what that one is. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to come back and let you know what that one does because I obviously don't wear baby G's.
Comment down below if you know.
Comment down below if you know. Yeah, that'd be good. This is live, guys. Real, live, and organic.
Live time. Oh yeah.
But a good pair, nonetheless. Right. So let's swiftly move on because the video is running quite long now. So let's swiftly move on to the BA 111-3A in green.
Big girl watches.
Big girl watches. That's right.
These are my big girl ones. I had to actually read the time.
These are when you were at college kind of thing, and you know.
Yeah, I got these ones in high school.
You wouldn't just wear this with anything, would you?
No, and funny enough, when I got both of those, the seafoam one specifically, I had a pair of seafoam shoes,
right,
and a couple seafoam jumpers, and I was just bouncing in seafoam, rolled deep in the seafoam.
You were the seafoam girl.
I really was. I matched all my colors, and if you ask anyone I ever went to school with, the one thing they remember about my outfits is my accessories always matched my watch. Like, I always matched my watch to my outfit.
Right, and you have pretty much. Well, you don't have a black one, do you?
No.
No.
I made it work.
We may have to rectify that pretty soon.
Always. In
Okay.
fact, this one even matched my grad shoes that I wore for my prom and my graduation.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Something to tell the kids, right?
Honestly.
Awesome. All right, let's get through these modes then, guys. So we have normal time, home mode. And I am struggling to see.
I think that's world time.
No, that is. I'm gonna have to look at that because. Oh look, the battery is running. That's why. 'Cause this is alarm. I just saw the AL there. That's alarm. Stopwatch. You can just about see it. Timer. Back to home mode. So you know what, Shani? That is right. That is world time, and it's. I can just see it says UTC there.
It's midnight in London for the 0, right?
Right. Right. Awesome. Okay. Well, as you can see, a couple of these need batteries because you choose other watches now, right? And talking of other watches, we're gonna roll this video out real quick with something to show you for next time. So Lashaan-Rene loves to collect baby G's, as you can see. Some people may have more, but I'm sure there are some people who don't have as many as this. But she has definitely moved up in the world with this one.
Ta-da! Let me unbox it on screen. I need theme music.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, she's so pretty. Wow.
I'm gonna let you talk about her.
Oh, this watch. Do you know what? Don't call me a poser, but I've never worn it out because it hasn't been an occasion worthy enough yet. Do I sound like my dad yet? So when I was a little younger, I used to watch this YouTuber called Cupcake Gemma because I like to bake. Cupcake Gemma, if you're watching this, I love you. And she did a collab with Johnny Cupcakes because she was British, and I was just like, this is who I want to be. And I saw Johnny Cupcakes and I fell in love with everything he does with his t-shirts and his limited edition. And I was like, that's so cool. And then I found this watch online, didn't tell my dad. And then all of a sudden he goes, Lashaan-Rene, guess what I found on the internet? And I said, what? And he shows me this watch. And I was like, oh, I've been knew about that watch. That timepiece it's on my wish list, you know, the one you select the heart of and you never buy. And then one fateful birthday, I unwrapped this watch. And I don't think I've ever cried that much.
Awesome. Little history
Beautiful.
there. If you follow me, guys, you on the channel, you know that I have a bit of history with my watches. And as you can see, Lashaan-Rene has followed suit there. Look at that display. I mean, I don't have any 6900s. I don't prefer the module, the model. I don't prefer the shape. There are plenty other G-Shocks that I prefer over this, but this is one that I will say I'm blown away by just the build and the colorway and how they put it together. I mean, guys, look at that strap.
It feels like such high quality when you put it on too.
It's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. I mean, that is mint. And if you are into baking, this is the ultimate G-Shock for you. Right? and this one has a very beautiful display. And I think let's, Shani, if you hold that, I'll turn the lights off. Now, do you remember where the light switch is?
Is this one, is it?
Excellent, excellent. Just
I'm a connoisseur.
just checking. So let's turn the lights out real quick. Look at that.
One more time for the people in the back. Oh, so nice.
That is lovely.
So nice. Are we going to do the rest of them as well?
Let's see if we can.
I know the purple one you can do because I checked it.
All right, let's try that. Okay, yes, she's in focus.
Beauty.
You know how I feel about the Illumination, guys. I absolutely love it. Okay.
And then the green one, I think.
The green one?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, it's a puffer fish.
That's awesome. And there's the cat. Dolphin. And the dog. That is brilliant. That is brilliant. And the last one is the green one. And actually, let's not do the green one because the battery was running low. Right? But, guys, as you can see, my daughter is just as crazy as I am with these watches. There are a couple of hiccups there with regards to the modules. I don't know them. I would love to have had more time to research these, but I'm grabbing Lashaan-Rene on her day off from college, her reading day, so we had to just quickly put this together. But thank you for joining. I'm sorry it ran so long. Look out for part 2 when she comes back and we go through this guy, because this is beautiful and deserves its own video. Center stage, right, Lashaan-Rene?
We're gonna make some cupcakes for that one to celebrate.
Oh, that's it. Deal. Okay, so in fact, Lashaan-Rene, you can do the honors, and you can close us out. Oh, you've forgotten. Okay.
Just maybe.
Like I always say, guys, wear all of your timepieces in the best of health.
Best of health.
And until next time, take care.
Bye.